And welcome live to all our viewers across the world joining us here at the Sydney Football Stadium for the first official meeting between Australia and Lebanon. Of course, Australia winning their opening 2 games of this World Cup, defeating England in their first game 18 points to 4, and then defeating France last week by 52 points to 6, while Lebanon have won one of their first 2 matches, defeating France in Canberra before losing to England last week in Sydney. As we have our pre-match ceremony here. Of course, Australia being led by Cameron Smith and Lebanon being led by Robbie Farah, to a wonderful reception here at the Sydney Football Stadium as we get prepared for the ceremonies. First of all, the Remembrance Day ceremony, and then the national anthems of both Lebanon and Australia before this historic clash between these 2 nations.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is the 99th anniversary of the signing of the armistice ending the First World War and is formally known as Remembrance Day. Would you please stand for a moment's silence as we honour those men and women who have died fighting to protect our nation. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please remain standing for the national anthems of Lebanon and Australia.
wonderful pre-match ceremony with the national anthems and, of course, the Remembrance Day acknowledgement. Here's the Australian team, 1 through to 17 is named during the week. Valentine Holmes starts at fullback. Cameron Munster gets a go in the centres. James Maloney and Cooper Cronk return from a rest and from personal issues, while Wade Graham is on the bench, having scored 4 tries last week, the most in any match during his professional career to date. A couple of changes for Lebanon. Danny Barakat is into the side for Travis Robinson, while Jamie Clark is into the side for Nick Cassis, and Jason Webbe comes onto the bench after Clark moving in to into the starting lineup. There is David Clemmer, looking for a big performance tonight. Many of the Australians will be, to try and secure spots in the starting lineup or in the starting 17 for the quarterfinals onwards. While for Lebanon, they're playing for a spot, or to secure a spot into the quarterfinals, and they'll be playing with plenty of pride and plenty of energy, that is for sure, the Cedars. And the referee tonight is James Child. As we're just about ready to get underway here between Australia and Lebanon, their first official meeting, and it gets underway right now. Lebanon kick off, they're going from right to left, Australia going from left to right, and that's out on the full. The kickoff goes out of the full, and there'll be a penalty on the halfway line for the Kangaroos. Not a good start from Lebanon. And Australia can go out on the attack straight away. Smith takes the tap, and charging it up here is Boyd Cordner. Smith, Kathusi away to Clemmer, and Clemmer has put down 20 away. Smith, Kathusi, straight off to Woods, and Woods almost breaks through. Great tackle there from Elaz. Smith gives it away off to Cordner, and Cordner is forced back superbly by Layoun. Smith, Maloney, Cronk, inside ball here for Gillett, and Gillett almost breaks through. Great tackle from Manor. Smith, last tackle, little grubber ahead, and Lebanon knock it dead, and that should be a line dropout for the Cedars. Nice little kick in there by Cameron Smith, and knocked dead by Lebanon by James Elias. Pressure all on Lebanon at the moment. Line dropout has been taken by Duhai. And charging it up is Aaron Woods. And Woods will play it 28 away. Smith. Inside ball here for Clemmer. And Clemmer drives to within 19 of the line. Smith runs. Lovely short pass to Felice Kathusi. He'll play the ball 11 away. Smith. Woods out the back. Maloney loses the ball and picked up here by Mitchell Moses for Lebanon. And now Lebanon can try and get themselves out of their own end here. Here is Layoun. Anthony Layoun. And here is a run here, I believe, by James Elias or Elias. Michael Leisha now, as they charge almost towards the halfway line. Looking to spread it. Farah. Inside ball here. Oh, crunching hit there on Chris Saab. Leisha. Farah kicks in towards the corner. It will bounce a few times. Picked up well there by Holmes. Gives it away. Off to Dane Gagai. And Gagai will be put down just past his own 20. Here is Josh Mansour. He's got Lebanese heritage, but playing for Australia here tonight. Of course, coming back after a knee reconstruction suffered in last year's Four Nations. Munster plays the ball. Smith will kick from inside the 40 from dummy half. Not a bad kick. Picked up here, I believe it's by Layoun. And he'll play the ball just outside his own 20. Here is Abbas Miski. And here is Tim Matter now charging Lebanon forward to within about 8 metres of halfway. Leisha. Inside ball here for Mujali. Raymond Rujali. And now Leisha runs from dummy half. A good run. Bit of razzle-dazzle here from Lebanon. The ball is in the hands of Saab. He'll play the ball about 35 away. Last tackle, Farah. Moses lofts up a bomb. Not a good kick. It will bounce once straight into the arms here of Valentine Holmes. And Holmes is driven to the turf by Leisha. Maloney. Here is Boyd Cordner now. Of course, the captain of the Sydney Roosters. Of course, the vice-captain of this Australian team. Cameron Smith is the captain. Kicks, charge down and in the hands of Lebanon. And Abbas Miski. Penalty here for Lebanon. Penalty for Lebanon. After the kick out on the full and then the line drop out for Lebanon, they've played pretty well so far during the opening almost 6 minutes. Can they get a shock here and maybe get a try? Leisha gives it away off to Saab. Leisha. Here's a charge now from Jamie Clark. They're 19 away, Lebanon. Leisha. Inside ball here for Mujali. Good tackle here from Wood, Smith and Kathusi. 11 away. Leisha. Looking to spread it through the hands. Farah. Away out wide now to Duhai. And he drives towards the line and he's just 2 metres away. Great tackle from Woods. Farah. Intercepted here by Clemmer. And David Clemmer. And stripped back out again by Robbie Farah. And I believe it's going to be a penalty here to the Kangaroos. Penalty for Australia. That was so close. Bad play, first of all, by Robbie Farah. Tries to make up for it. But Leisha comes in before Robbie Farah could strip the ball away from Clemmer. Strange. Australia on the attack here. Here is Cordner with a good edge run. Holmes. Smith. Kathusi. Great low tackle there from Manor. Smith. Woods. Lovely short pass there to Clemmer. And he's dumped on his back, 21 away. Smith. Cronk. Back to Holmes. Holmes with a nice little run there before being met well by Manor. Last tackle, Smith, Maloney, straight through the hands, and Cameron Munster is in. Cameron Munster scores for the Kangaroos, and they take an early lead here in Sydney. Beautiful play there from the Kangaroos, exposing some weak edge defence from the Cedars. Huge gap there between the winger and the centre, and Cameron Munster makes that look so easy.
How is 2017 almost done? But at the forward end of your sail, we're not done with great deals. Free auto on selected Escape, Focus and Ranger. So you can get this Escape and Beyonce for just $29.99 to drive away, including auto, absolutely free. But don't let time get away from you. When 2017 ends, so do these deals.
Try for Cameron Munster. A nice start for the Kangaroos. And now Cameron Smith to try and put the margin out to 6 points. 6 from 8 last week. Of course, last week he broke the record for most consecutive test matches for Australia. Be interesting to see how many minutes Cameron Smith plays tonight, given the fact that Ben Hunt is on the bench. Maybe expecting about 40 to 50 minutes from Cameron Smith here tonight. Steps up, strikes it, and it was always slicing off the side of the foot there of Cameron Smith. So 4-0 is the score after 9.5 minutes. It was a lovely cut-out ball from Maloney to Munster, and he was able to expose some weak edge defence there. Of course, Lebanon are not a fully professional team, if you can call it that way. Of course, there's a few of the big names there in the Lebanese side, but most of them haven't played at NRL level throughout their careers. So it'll be interesting to see how their effort levels stack up as the night progresses. Here is David Clemmer. Smith. Here is Cordner. Cordner with a good run, picking up about 12. Smith runs, targets some weak middle defence and knocked on here by James Maloney. No advantage, and Lebanon will have a scrum. So the Kangaroos trying to show their hand, willing to chance their hand. And Maloney wasn't quite expecting that ball where it was. Let's see what Lebanon can do here. Apologies for that language, if you might have heard that. Heat of battle stuff. And Dewey now to play the ball. Layoon. Strong run here by Mujali, I think. And now Farah, inside ball here for Manor. Wrestled to the ground there by Gillett and Clemmer. Leisha runs from dummy half, gets to the way, off to Chris Saab. Of course, making his debut tonight. Massive honour considering that he hasn't played at NRL level. Moses runs, gets around Maloney, bumps off Munster, and Maloney eventually takes him to the ground. Last tackle for Lebanon. Here is Farah. He'll kick. Not a good kick though. Taken well by Gagai. He can run it back. Beats one. Beats another. Looks for support. Fends off Saab. And he's eventually brought down about 24 off his line. Smith. Holmes. Hospital ball here for Mansour. And Mansour gets crunched. And Australia only gained about a couple of metres there on that play. Penalty though. Penalty for the Kangaroos. Smith takes the tap. Maloney, I should say, off to corner. Smith. Cronk. Inside to Woods. And a low tackle there by Mujali. Smith. Clemmer. Maloney loses the ball. I think it might have been knocked on by Lebanon. Now it's Maloney who knocks the ball on, and Lebanon will get a scrum. Willing to chance their hand here, the Kangaroos. Bit scrappy here, though. Maloney, a couple of errors from him so far. Although he spotted a beautiful ball to Cameron Munster for the opening try. He's throwing the kitchen sink at it tonight, Maloney, that is for sure. Layoon. Leisha at dummy half. Farah. Moses. Out the back. Layoon. Dummies. And Layoon is stopped about 6 short of halfway. Here is Dewey. Dewey met well by Travojevic as well as Gillett. Farah now away now to Mujali. Last tackle here for Lebanon. Leisha. Farah. Lovely little short pass there. Now it's the last tackle. Manner to play it. Leisha, Moses, Grubber kicks along the sideline, and that will give the Lebanese a nice rest. And after 15 minutes, Australia lead by 4 points to 0. Here is Cameron Munster from the scrum. Alex Twal on for Raymond Mujali. Here is Josh Mansour. Cameron Smith. Here's David Clemmer. Smith. Cordner, I should say. Cordner stopped about 4 short of halfway. Smith. Woods. Dummies. And brought down well by Twal and Leisha. Smith. Maloney. Last tackle. Kicks into the corner. Rolls along the ground. Picked up here by Barakat. And Danny Barakat will play the ball 5 off his line. Here is Dewey. Struggling to get back to their own 10 here, Lebanon. Here's a big run here from Abbas Miski. And now Farah. Away now to Twal. And Twal will play the ball on his own 20. It's the last tackle for Lebanon. Or is it? Now it is. Leisha. Moses. Kicks long. Taken well here by Holmes. Charges it back with plenty of gusto and brought down well by Dewey and Elaz. Mansour now with the ball running across field and being brought down by Saab. Smith. Kronk. Travojevic breaks away from one and eventually brought down 24 away by Leisha. Kronk. Smith runs. Little short pass there to Clemmer. Clemmer will play it 17 away. Smith. Woods takes on the line. Being met well by three defenders. Wanting the offload. Gets the offload away. Picked up by Smith. Knocked it on to Kronk. Kronk kicks. Not a bad kick here. And grounded in goal by Abbas Miski. Line drop out Lebanon. Lebanon have been really competitive so far. Completing pretty well so far as Dewey takes the line drop out and charging it back is Aaron Woods. And he is met well by Twal, Manor and Clark. Penalty for the Kangaroos. And Australia will probably want to take the tap here. And they do take the tap. And here is Clemmer. 13 away, the Kangaroos. Smith runs. Short pass to Kathusi. And he is stopped 3 metres away. Smith. Maloney. Cut out ball here. Finding Mansour. And Mansour loses the ball. Knock on from Josh Mansour. And the Lebanese survive. And the fans are giving Lebanon all of their support. Good defence here from Lebanon. And Josh Mansour losing the ball. Look at the Lebanese supporters. They are a passionate bunch, aren't they? They really love their team, their nation. Praying and wanting and hoping for an upset. Of course, earlier today, Tonga defeated New Zealand in what was a remarkable comeback in that second half from Tonga. Of course, Tonga trailing by 16 points to 2 at half-time, came back and led after 23 minutes of that second half. And while New Zealand tried their best, Tonga savoured their biggest moment in the history of their country earlier today. So Lebanon will have plenty of hope from that as they get a penalty. A relieving penalty, and the quick tap and run is not allowed by James Child. Great effort here from Lebanon. Only trailing by 4 points to 0 after 21 minutes. As Moses kicks for touch. Dewey takes the tap. Leisha. Oh, what a hit there from Aaron Woods. What a crunching hit from Woods on Chris Saab. And I believe it might be a penalty here. And he's struggling, Chris Saab. He's been collected high. Penalty for Lebanon. Let's have a look. It might have been David Clemmer with a big hit. Let's have a look. Oh, they both came in hard there, Woods and Clemmer. A whiplash effect there. Was there a clash? Oh, yeah. Clash, I believe, with David Clemmer. Woods came in hard as well. And Chris Saab is going to come off for a head injury assessment. And dare I say, his night is done. David Clemmer and Aaron Woods also coming off the field. Probably also for a head injury assessment as well. But Chris Saab is not in a good way right now. He's not quite aware where he is at the moment. That was a massive collision. Look at this set, the full force of full professionalism right there. And Chris Saab coming off second best. Thumbs up to the crowd, but I dare say his night is done. Unfortunately, which is sad. Of course, on his test debut tonight. So the incident is on report as he comes off for a head injury assessment. But Chris Saab's night is surely done. I'd be surprised if he passes the assessment. But Lebanon are in good field position here. Dewey takes the tap. Farah away to Twal. And Alex Twal is brought down well by Kathusi. About 25 away. Leisha. Manna charging it up. And being met well by Campbell, Gillard, Kathusi and Smith. 14 away. Leisha. A dummy and run there. I believe it's from James Elias. No, it's rather from Kazi. And now Farah. Moses. Inside ball here for Dewey. And Dewey is stopped 3 metres away by Gillett. Leisha. Farah. Grubber kicks ahead. Deflected. Picked up here by Holmes. And Holmes is wrestled to the turf by Farah. So Andrew Kazi on the field here for Jamie Clark. Jordan McLean on for Aaron Woods. And Campbell Gillard on for Clemmer. As Australia get a penalty. So penalty against Farah. Smith takes the tap. And charging it up here is Boyd Cordner. Smith. Campbell Gillard now charging it up for Australia. Smith. Cronk. Lovely short pass and spin from Gillett. Holmes. Cronk. Smith. Out the back. Maloney. Cordner. Being met well here by Moses and Elias. Munster. Maloney. Smith. Almost a short pass there to Kafusi and crunched by Manna was Cameron Smith. Holmes. Cronk. It's the last tackle. High kick. Not a bad kick. Loses the ball, Layoon. Picked up by Travojevic. And 6 more tackles for Australia. Gagai. Cronk runs. Beats one. Lovely short pass to Campbell Gillard and away to Maloney. And James Maloney is in for the Kangaroos. They get their 8-0 lead with a kick to come. They made Lebanon pay here. Lovely run here from Cooper Cronk. Beats Moses, gets it away to Campbell Gillard, and then he gets it away to Maloney. And that was easy pickings for the Aussies. 8-0 kick to come.
At BHP, we work hard to support our communities. Because it's their support that helps us deliver the benefits of Australia's natural resources to all Australians.
I know a lot of people are relying on us.
If the school wasn't here, none of the kids would be here.
Imagine what we could all achieve if we continue to work together and think big. Think big.
So now Cameron Smith to make the score 10-0. James Maloney getting the try. Of course, he set up the first try and now he gets the second. Cameron Smith missed his first attempt tonight. Kick from the sideline, sliced off the boot. This one much easier for him. Should convert, and does. And 10-0 is the score after 26 minutes here at the Sydney Football Stadium. Anthony Layoun making the critical error, and the Kangaroos making Lebanon play. Making them pay big time. And that's what great teams can do to you. So Dewey gets... And charging it back here is Campbell Gillard. Regan Campbell Gillard. Smith. Here is Jordan McLean. Quick play the ball, and a knock on from McLean. Knock on from Jordan McLean. And Lebanon are in perfect field position to try and make an attacking raid. I think there's not really a problem with that play of the ball. No, he put the ball down early, but he never let go of the ball. And he put his foot on the ball as he played it. Strange decision there from James Child. Barakat playing the ball. Or rather, Webber was playing the ball on that occasion. Here's Leisha now, away to Manor, and he loses the ball. Knock on from Tim Manor, and Australia have the ball. Cronk, Travojevic, good tackle there from Dewey. Really good defence there from Adam Dewey. Here's Gagai now being muscled up by some strong Lebanese defence. Smith. Travojevic now. Will the turbo explode tonight? Smith. McLean. Lovely short pass to Campbell Gillard. Tries to get the ball away and picked up by Moses. And Moses was crunched there. Slow to his feet. Here is Abbas Miski. And he's wrestled to the turf by Gillard and Kafusi. Farah at dummy half. Here is Manor. Crunching tackle there. Leisha. Farah. Moses. Out the back. Layoun. Dummies. Gets it away. Off to Elias. He'll play it 7 away. And a knock on from Lebanon. That was a strange decision there from James Child. I say that was a poor decision from James Child. And Australia will get the ball. Let's have a look what happened here. I think this is a poor decision here. Really, it was the Australian players getting in the way. James Child's performances at this World Cup have been questionable, to say the least. But we'll see if his performances improve. Has there been much talk about the referees during this World Cup? The referee's boss for this tournament, Tony Archer, being kept quiet by the organisers.
Those sorts of calls, I mean, you could say they even up because there was similar to the Australians, but that's a big call for them. Down 10-0. You know, they just created something, and it was clearly the foot from the inside. Last time in this zone, and it's 2 in a row, 2 sets in a row, and they're not getting that many opportunities.
Maloney feeds. And here is Mansour. Smith. Gillett. Good hit there from Dewey. And now a penalty to Australia. Penalty against Dewey and Kazi. 30 minutes gone here at the Sydney Football Stadium. The Kangaroos only lead by 10 points to 0. The Cedars have been really competitive here tonight. Gillett to play the ball. Smith. McLean. Met well there by Twal and then helped to the ground by Leisha. Smith, Maloney, out the back, Holmes, dummies, and a great tackle there from Elias. Munster, Maloney, Smith, inside ball for Felice Kafusi. Fourth tackle here for the Kangaroos. Smith runs, dummies, spins, Kafusi, knocked on here, I believe, by McLean. But McLean has the ball though, and the referee allows play on. Last tackle, Cronk kicks back in towards the post, but taken well by Anthony Layoon, and he was almost driven back into the in goal. High tackle there from Travojevic and a penalty to Lebanon. Silly high shot there from Tom Travojevic. Bit uncharacteristic from Tom Travojevic. That was a strange decision, looking on the replay. Hit the shoulder there. I don't think he hit his head there. The arm of Travojevic. Another strange decision from James Child on that occasion. So Jason Webber to play the ball. Leisha. Away now to Mitchell Marmary. Leisha. Here's a strong run now from Ahmed Elaz. Plays 11 short of halfway. Leisha. Farah runs across field. Finds Moses. Has support. Layoon steps back in. And is brought down on the halfway line. Mitchell Moses is down in back play at the moment. We'll get back to that in a moment. Here's Jason Webber. Mitchell Moses is down hurt here. Leisha. Farah kicks high. Bad kick. Taken well by Holmes. Runs. And then taken to the ground well by 3 Lebanese defenders. Cronk. Here is Gagai. Smith away to Travojevic. Smith Away now to Campbell-Gillard. Mitchell Moses back into the defensive line for Lebanon. Smith, Maloney, inside to Cordner. And Cordner stopped 42 away. Smith, Cronk, it's the last tackle, and Cronk launches the bomb. Taken well by Travojevic. McLean, away to Gillett. Away through the hands. Gagai runs, gives it away off to Cronk. Through the hands, razzle-dazzle stuff now picked up by Lebanon. And through Andrew Kazi. Wonderful movement from the Kangaroos. Wonderful razzle-dazzle stuff. But they don't get the points though. And Mal Meninga won't be happy with that. Farah. Here is Alex Twal. Leisha. Farah kicks long from inside the 30 here. Knocked backwards here by Josh Mansour. It's play on. And Mansour is cut down about 4 short of halfway by Elias and Elias. Maloney, away to Holmes, runs infield, steps back in past Farah, and then taken to the ground well by Andrew Kazi. Smith, Travojevic now, or rather Cameron Munster. Cameron Munster looking to do some work in midfield. Smith runs, looking to offload but can't. Great tackle there from Kazi. Jeezy's being strong in defence. Graham. Maloney. Inside ball here for Campbell-Gillard. Last tackle here for Australia. They're 8 metres away. Smith. Maloney. Kicks. Great take there from Moses. And Moses saves the day again for Lebanon. Here is Elias, and now a penalty for Lebanon. So Elias earning his team a penalty. There's Chris Saab on the sideline. He will not be back, I dare say. He was, of course, knocked out in the warm-up before the match against France. Missed last week against England. And now KO tonight again. Got to feel a bit of sympathy for Chris Saab, that is for sure. Leisha. Farah. Moses. Layoun shows inside ball here for Dewey. And Dewey is put down well by Cronk. Layoun. Farah. Inside for Twal. And Alex Twal has stopped 41 away. What can Lebanon produce here? Leisha runs. Great run. Picks up about 20 to be within 21 of the line. Last tackle here. Dewey. Farah. Moses. Runs. Will he kick? He does. High. Tester here for Mansour. Knocked back in by Lebanon. It's in the hands here of Alaz. And it will be a changeover. But not a bad effort there from the Cedars. Gagai now trying to get the Kangaroos out of trouble. Maloney. Munster. Lebanon won't want to concede here before half-time. Maloney. Holmes with a good run. Loses the ball. Knocked on here by Australia. And Lebanon will get an opportunity to maybe score before the break. And the Kangaroos aren't happy here. Campbell-Gillard a bit frustrated. But Lebanon are really producing a good effort here. And while they haven't looked like scoring, Lebanon, they're really holding their own here against the world's best. Or are they the world's best after what Tonga produced today against New Zealand? Farah feeds the scrum. And charging it up here is Marmory. Mitchell Marmory. Leisha. Farah. Good crunching hit there by Gillett. Pushing Webber to the ground. Great tackle. Barakat. Farah away to Twal. 30 seconds until half-time. I might as well try and produce something here, Lebanon. Marmory again. Or Mamory, depending on how you like to pronounce it. Leisha runs. Out the back now. Dewey kicks. Not a bad kick here. Picked up well by Gagai. And he saves the day for the Kangaroos. This should take us to the break. And it is half-time here at the Sydney Football Stadium, where Lebanon have held their own here against the Kangaroos. But Australia lead over Lebanon at half-time by 10 points to 0. And we'll take a break and we'll come back with the second half very shortly here from the Sydney Football Stadium. So welcome back our viewers from all across the world back to the Sydney Football Stadium for this second half between Australia and Lebanon. The Kangaroos lead by 10 points to 0, but the Cedars have been really competitive. They have been really strong against the Kangaroos. But let's see if the Kangaroos can pull away here, or will the Cedars continue to hang on for a long period of time here. Hasn't really been convincing from the Kangaroos. They really need a class 40 minutes here to really stamp their authority on the tournament. So Maloney to get us back underway. Australia going from right to left, and Lebanon going from left to right as we're back underway. And charging it up here is Alex Twal. Farah. Away now to Mamory. Leisha. And they've lost the ball here, Lebanon. Knock on from Jamie Clark. And Australia will get the ball in perfect field position. Really bad mistake there from Jamie Clark. Maloney feeds the scrum. Ben Hunt on the field now. It looks like for Cameron Smith. So Ben Hunt getting some time in the hooking role. Campbell-Gillard away to McLean. He'll play the ball 11 away. Hunt runs. Has to go back the other way. Finds Campbell Gillard. Charges through the middle and is stopped 3 metres away. Hunt. Short pass here. McLean gets it back and knocked on by Ben Hunt. Knock on from Ben Hunt. And Lebanon will get the ball back, and that's a let off for them.
Doubling around here. Sit down to the touchline to find out what happened at half time. Brett Kamali. Yeah, well, Malmaniga spoke about that completion rate. 60%, he said it's extremely poor. So we need to build a lot more pressure. He said stop forcing those passes, and the result will come at the end of the game.
Moses feeds the scrum. And here is James Elias. Leisha. Away now to Dewey. Or rather, it is Miskey. Here is Twal, who gets smashed to the turf by Campbell Gillard and McLean. Here is Michael Leisha. Farah. Away now to Mamory. He'll play the ball 8 short of halfway. Last tackle, Leisha. Moses kicks from inside the 40. Not a bad kick, but taken superbly by Holmes. Gets it straight off to Mansour. And Mansour charges it back almost to his own 30. Maloney runs from dummy half. And picks up about 12 metres there. Make that 13, 14. And we'll play the ball 5 short of halfway. Munster now crunched by Memory. Hunt. Cronk. Kicks into the corner. Lovely kick along the ground. Picked up well here by Layoun. And Layoun will have to play the ball 5 out from his line. Penalty here for Lebanon. Penalty for Lebanon. Penalty against Tom Travojevic. And they kick long for touch. There's Brad Fittler, the coach of Lebanon. Of course, used to be the captain of Australia.
This is extremely important, this game, the biggest game for Lebanon in their history in the World Cup.
Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, of course. Giving his expertise to Lebanon. Leisha. Farah. Away now to Elaz. Ahmed Elaz. Leisha runs from dummy half. Great tackle. Gets it away though. Away off to Clark. And Jamie Clark eventually brought down by Graham. Leisha runs out the back. Farah. Layoun. Dummies. Takes on the line. And then driven. Offloads, gets it away, off to Dewey. He's having a superb game tonight, Adam Dewey. And will play the ball 17 away. Farah, long pass to Moses, kicks, deflected off Maloney, picked up here by Holmes, and then crunched to the ground by Farah. Here's Mansour. They're not letting up here, Lebanon. Hunt. Here is Cordner, I should say. He's been solid tonight, Cordner, without being spectacular. Gagai. Plays at 13 short of halfway. Hunt's away to Travojevic. Looking to make a break through the middle. Last tackle, Hunt, kicks, straight down the middle, bounces a few times. Will this roll dead? No. Picked up in the in goal here by Miskey. And Miskey is brought to the ground well by Cronk. Forward pass there from Webber. Not called by the referee or the touch judge. Farah. Away now to Abbas Miski. Farah. Crunching tackle there from Cordner. Great tackle there on Clark. Here's Farah. Long pass out wide. And they're going to be dragged almost into touch here. Throws a speculator back in field. Ball bouncing around. Kicked ahead by Campbell Gillard. Knocked on here by Mitchell Moses. And it will be... It's a knock on by Australia first of all. And Lebanon will get a scrum. Lebanon will get the feed. Let's have a look. Let's see where the knock-on is from Australia. Knocked on there by Boyd Cordner. Then it was kicked ahead by Campbell Gillard. That might have been the knock-on there by Josh Mansour. Before Moses knocks the ball on for Lebanon. That's the best I can interpret that. What can Lebanon do? They've been really competitive tonight. They deserve some points. Leisha. Twal. Leisha. Farah. Dummies. Away to Moses. Away now off to James Elias. Here is a charging run by Elaz. Leisha. Farah. Kicks long. Bounces. Holmes has to let it go initially. Picks it up. Charges it back. Looking for an option. Has to take it forward. And has brought down 12 off his own line. Good tackle by Memory. Here is Mansour taken high. Not a high shot, says the referee. Twal gets away with that one. Here is Dane Gagai, of course, moving to the South Sydney Rabbitohs for 2018. And a penalty here for the Kangaroos. They need some points here, the Kangaroos. For their own confidence here. They were expected to blow away Lebanon here tonight, but they haven't done so. And that's a high tackle this time from Twal. He won't get away with that one. And a penalty for Australia. High tackle there on Boyd Cordner, who is the acting captain now, since Cameron Smith is off the field. Here is Cameron Munster now, breaks straight through, and he will go over to score one of the easiest tries of his career. That's the lapse from Lebanon, and Australia have exposed it to perfection.
We know he's got great speed, but his footwork is just fantastic, and this last step...
Cameron Munster, they're just too good. Some lazy defence here from Memory. Breaks straight through, and Cameron Munster was never going to be stopped from there. They're away, the Kangaroos.
So long, selfie addicts. Farewell, constant gossip. Goodbye, workout wannabes. Hello, weekend. Get the ICC D-Max from just $38,990 drive away. What's this?
Grandpa?
Got loose change? You'll love our loose change menu. Grab a choc waffle cone with Oreo cookies. Just $2 for a limited time at Macca's.
Cameron Munster gets one of the easiest tries of his career. Now we get to see James Maloney kick for goal.
Does he get that spot on the bench to give Mel Meninga that player that can play a number of positions? He didn't do that in the first game. He only kicked 4
From right in front. Makes no mistake. And the Kangaroos lead by 16 points to 0. Lazy defence there from Memory. Really lazy defence by Mitchell Memory. Munster making that look too easy, and it was easy. There is Mal Meninga. Can they lay on the points here in the second half? Charging it back is Campbell Gillard. Huge charge back from Campbell Gillard. Mansell plays it. McLean. Hunt. Kicks from inside the 40 here. This is looking good for a 40-20 here. It bounces but not quite out. Picked up here by Layoon and then crunched to the turf by Gillett. Here is Danny Barakat. Farah. Crunching hit there. I believe that was on Dewey. And now Farah, away to Memory. Or rather Manor, I should say. Both look alike. And now Leisha runs. Last tackle here for Lebanon. Moses runs and tackle on the last, and there'll be a changeover. And he is furious. Graham, Cronk, inside to Gillett. He'll play it 41 away. What can the Kangaroos do here? Can they extend their lead in this set? A Lebanon player is down here. One of the forwards. It might be Elaz. Let's have a look. No, it's Kazi. Andrew Kazi. Another head knock. No foul play in this one, though. Kazi getting his head into the wrong position there and trying to bring down Campbell Gillard. And his night might be done here. Andrew Kazi. He's talking alright. Communicating well. At least it looks like he has a sense of where he is. Chris Saab didn't. But we'll see what happens here. But Andrew Kazi looks a touch wobbly, I would say. Not walking as steadily as he would like. His night might be done here, Andrew Kazi. But he's running off down the tunnel, so maybe he might be alright. I'd be careful about letting him run down the tunnel if he's got an issue with concussion, perhaps. Here's Jordan McLean. Hunt. Maloney runs, takes on the line and almost breaks through. 10 metres away. Cordner. Hunt. Short pass here for Campbell Gillard. Has to protect the ball. Last tackle here. They're 6 metres away, the Kangaroos. Hunt. Maloney kicks, lovely grubber kick, and they're in! They're in again! Boyd Cordner scores for the Kangaroos, and they lead by 20 points to 0. Lovely little grubber kick there from Maloney. And Boyd Cordner dives on the ball and extends the Kangaroos' lead. Perfect kick. And the chase back from Lebanon wasn't good. Cordner gets the try. And the Kangaroos extend their lead.
Can you believe this year's nearly done? But at the Ford end of your sale, we're not done with great deals. Free auto on selected Ranger, Focus and Escape. So you can get this Ranger XLT for just $55,490 drive away, including auto, absolutely free. But don't let time get away from you. When 2017 ends, so do these deals.
So the Kangaroos are starting to extend their lead here. Concentration starting to drop away from the Cedars. Maloney to put over the extras. Try that, he helps set up. Makes no mistake. And the Kangaroos lead 22-0. Lovely little kick there from Maloney again. And the concentration starting to drift away for the Lebanese. Back underway. And charging it back here is Campbell Gillard. A huge run from Regan Campbell Gillard. Holmes. Mansour. Brought down about 19 short of halfway. Hunt. McLean. Picks up about 11. Hunt, Graham, dummies, and brought down well by 4 defenders. Cronk, Hunt, away now to Campbell Gillard. Last tackle here for the Kangaroos. Hunt, Cronk, runs, kicks high. Tester here, taken well by Danny Barakat. And now Lebanon can try and get themselves out of their own end. Here is Elias. Here is Mamory. Or rather Majali, who's come back on. Here is Miski. And now Leisha runs from dummy half and is met well. Offloads away. And Miski has it again. Moses kicks from dummy half on the last. Lovely long kick, but it might roll dead, and it does. Unlucky there for Mitchell Moses. And a 20-metre restart here for the Kangaroos. Injury issue here for Michael Leisha in back play. Hopefully that is not too serious. Maloney. Travojevic almost breaks straight through, picking up 15 and a penalty. Or is it time off? It is time off instead of the penalty. Michael Leisha struggling. It looks like it might be an ankle, maybe an Achilles. Trying to stretch out a cramp. He's grabbing around that calf. Might be more of a calf, but he's grabbing a little bit down low towards that Achilles. Hopefully it's not an Achilles. Rather it be a calf. Just twisting. And then maybe losing his balance as he goes out of shot. Looks like he's going to be okay. which is good news. Here is McLean now for the Kangaroos. Completion rate in the second half, it's been a bit better here from the Kangaroos. Hunt, Cordner, great tackle there from Moses. That was a classic low tackle, but then he gives away the penalty. Munster wanting to take the quick tap. Maloney will kick for touch instead. Hunt takes the tap. Cordner charges it up. And almost ripped in half there. 15 away, the Australians. Campbell Gillard. Away, to believe it is Graham. Hunt gives it off to McLean. And McLean has stopped 3 away. Hunt looking to spread it. Cronk through the hands. Holmes, cut up ball, misses the mark. And the ball floats over the sideline. Not quite working out here for the Kangaroos. That was an odd pass there from Holmes. No look pass. And Gagai wasn't alert there. 10 errors tonight from the Kangaroos. Only 5 from Lebanon, that's a pretty good effort. But there's been a couple of lapses of concentration in recent times, which has proven costly for the Cedars. Farah feeds. "20 minutes left. Can Lebanon get a try before the night is over?" Here's a run now from Clark. Farah. Here is, it looks like it might be Twal. No, it's rather. Here's Farah now away to Elaz. Moses launches the bomb. Huge bomb, it bounces. Lucky there not to knock it on there, the Australians. And the ball is in the hands of Holmes. Maloney. Cronk spreading it out wide. Travojevic. Gagai away. Over the 50. Over the 40. And is met superbly by Layoun. What a tackle from Anthony Layoun. And he stripped the ball as well. What a strip there from Layoun. That's the best play of the night. Great tackle and a great strip. Memory now. Crunched to the ground by Woods. Farah. Moses. Away now to Elias. James Elias will play at 37 away. Moses. Here is Miski away now to Dewey. And Dewey dragged to the turf by Clemmer. And Moses not happy with that. Dewey's not happy with that. And Farah kicks towards the sideline for a settler for Lebanon. Let's look at this play here again from Layoun. What a tackle. And then he strips the ball. One-on-one strip. Classic strip. But did he do it in time? He did. Great strip. Great play. And it's those type of plays that can put you into the shop window. Few people will be taking note of that. Here is Cordner now for the Kangaroos. Hunt. Travojevic. Almost through the line. Hunt. Kicks long into the corner here. Ball bounces. Picked up well here by Barakat. And Danny Barakat will play the ball just short of his own 10. Awful pass. Picked up well here by Dewey. Dewey's been good tonight. Moses. Away now to Manor. And now Tim Manor. Wrestled to the turf by Woods and Graham. And a penalty here for the Cedars. Looks like Andrew Kazzy has passed his head injury assessment. And it looks like he'll be allowed to come back. They take the tap. Ballers with Elaz. Clark. Farah. Away now to Mujali. Penalty against Australia and against Aaron Woods. They deserve a try tonight, the Cedars. Their fans deserve a try as well. Can they get that try? Bit of razzle-dazzle stuff here. Moses runs almost through. Great tackle by Maloney. 23 away, make that 22. Here is Manor. Strong run by Tim Manor. And it's dumped on his head there by Woods. And that will be a penalty to Lebanon. Might have been a soft landing, but it was still dangerous. Still a bit dangerous there. And it's on report. So Aaron Woods on report. So a few concerns here for Australia. Aaron Woods on report again. But David Clemmer might be in more trouble for that other incident that Aaron Woods was involved in. Can they score? Farah, Moses, away to Layoun, and Layoun stops a metre short. Long pass, he knocked backwards, picked up here by Dewey, and he's crunched to the turf by Kathusi. Clark at dummy half. Farah, Moses, inside to Twal. And Alex Twal is stopped 13 away by Woods. Clark, Farah, out the back, knocked on by Elias. Knock on from Lebanon. And that's a little bit of a let-off there for the Kangaroos. And while the defence has been strong, they haven't quite dominated in the way that you would have expected. Love the supporters from Lebanon. You've just got to love them. Really passionate. They really deserve something for their efforts tonight. Both the team and the supporters. And we've got confirmation that Andrew Kazzy has passed that head injury assessment. As Mansour is away down the touchline. And a big collision between him and Twal. Munster. Maloney. Hunt inside to Clemmer. And Clemmer taken to the turf well by Manor, Mujali and Clark. Hunt, Woods, through the hands, Kronk, Travojevic, Gagai, steps back in, beats another, and is stopped 10 metres away. Last tackle here for the Kangaroos, Travojevic, Kronk, Hunt, Graham, cut out ball, Travojevic throws it back in. Holmes goes for the line and is over the sideline. Tremendous defence from the Cedars. Tremendous scrambling defence by Lebanon. And don't their supporters love it? So I've got 11 and a half minutes left. They deserve a try, Lebanon. They really do. Clark. Manor. Wrestled to the turf by Kathusi and Gillett. Clark. Moses crunched. Felt that hit very hard. And now the ball is with Elias. Here is a run from Jason Webber. And Mitchell Moses is down hurt again. It looks like the ribs. Here is Layoun. Chips over the top. Not a bad kick there. Kicks it back in, Layoun. This could sit up in the end goal, but it doesn't. And it goes dead. Looks like Moses is going to be alright. But Jeezy was hit hard as he released that pass. Here is Travojevic now. Penalty for the Kangaroos. Let's have a look at this, what happened here. There might have been a bit of a head clash, maybe. Hard to tell. Worth investigating now if you were the medical staff for Lebanon. Knock on here from Wade Graham. Knock on from Wade Graham. And the Lebanese continue to fight hard and to fight very well. They haven't put their stamp on the tournament yet, the Kangaroos. It's really been a scrappy performance by the Kangaroos. Possibly their worst performance under Mal Meninga. And it looks like Mitchell Moses is coming off for a head injury assessment. I did mention that there might have been a head clash. And he's coming off for a head injury assessment, I believe. Here is Twal. Clark. Farah. Through the hands, here's Dewey. Good tackle there from Travojevic. Here's a run now from Barakat. Plays at 17 short of halfway. Clark. Mujali away now, I believe, to Manor. Or it was Mamory, I should say. Here is Tim Manor now. As I said, they both look alike. Clark. Farah kicks from just outside the 40. Picked up on the bounce by Gagai, and he is met well by Kazi, as well as Dewey. Can the Kangaroos lay on some more points here? Cronk inside to Maloney, almost breaking through. Good tackle by Manor. There's Mitchell Moses getting a bit of a rest. And that's a penalty for Australia. Penalty to the Kangaroos. They need more points here, the Kangaroos. Surprisingly, the Kangaroos looking a little bit fatigued here. The Lebanese have really given a strong effort to them. And here is David Clemmer now. They need more points here, the Kangaroos. They haven't asserted their dominance on this tournament tonight. Woods charges to within 4 of the line. Make that 3. Hunt. Cronk. Inside now for Gillett. Tries to offload it away and intercepted by Clark. Clark has it back here for Lebanon. Here is Twal. It's been a superb effort from the Cedars. No one really expected them to put up this kind of effort, or for so long. We expected them to put up this kind of effort, but not for this long. That is for sure. And the Kangaroos have been surprised. It's probably been their worst performance in a long time from the Kangaroos. Definitely under Mal Meninga's reign as coach, no doubt about that. As Farah kicks from inside the 40. Taken well here by Gagai. Or, yes, it was Gagai. And he will play it about 14 short of halfway. Travojevic runs, beats one. Looking to beat another. Does, over the 50. And taken well low by Farah. Cronk. Bouncing around and then knocked on by Australia, but then the penalty was already awarded in favour of the Kangaroos. So penalty for the Kangaroos. 5 minutes left. And at the moment, you would say that the strongest team in this tournament is Tonga. Who would have said that a few weeks ago? Australia need to lay on some points here to change that. Woods, away to Kafusi, taken high by Mujali. Not called a high tackle from the referee. Hunt, inside to Woods. Great tackle by Manor. He'll play it 2 metres away, Woods. Hunt decides against the little grubber. Cronk kicks out wide. Taken well by Gagai. And Gagai scores in the corner as easy as you would like. And they lead 26-0 with a kick to come. Simple kick from Cronk. Perfect kick. And the Lebanese were caught in 6s and 7s.
At BHP, we work hard to support our communities. Because it's their support that helps us deliver the benefits of Australia's natural resources.
It's back underway.
If the school wasn't here, none of the kids would be here.
Imagine what we could all achieve if we continue to work together and think big. Think big.
So Dane Gagai gets across the line. Of course, moving to the Rabbitohs next year from the Newcastle Knights, of course. James Maloney from the sideline strikes it. It's looking good. It's fantastic. And the Kangaroos lead 28-0 with less than 3 minutes left. Ball's fallen off the tee here. Wasn't put on the tee. Dewey gets us back underway, and that's a long kick. And charging it back here is Aaron Woods. Big collision there between him and Mujali. And here is Gillett. Almost dumped onto his head there by Clark. Hunt, Kathusi, through the hands, Maloney. Here is Holmes away, over the 50, over the 40, has one to beat, gives it off to Travojevic, and Travojevic will score underneath the sticks to extend Australia's lead to 32. The fast break has worked, and the Lebanese concentration is starting to really drift away now. Huge gaping hole. Holmes was away. Had support on the inside. Finds Travojevic. And it was easy as you would like for him. For Tommy Turbo.
Got loose change? You'll love our loose change menu. Grab a 100% Aussie beef hamburger for just $1 at Macca's. Farewell killer workouts. So long, the sun's out, guns out. Goodbye, evil trainer guy. Hello, weekend. Get the Isuzu MUX from just $42,990. Drive away.
What a career he has ahead of him. Tom Travojevic.
So about 30 seconds left.
Of course, is out injured. Jake
Tom Travojevic getting across the line.
from that right centre.
Maloney now
Valentine Holmes.
to put over the extras to make it a 34-0 win for the Kangaroos. Getting some points towards the end, but not a convincing display, I must say. Makes no mistake, and Australia are going to win here by the not-so-convincing scoreline of 34 points to 0. The Lebanese can be proud of their efforts tonight, but it's the Australians who move to 3 wins from as many matches here in the 2017 Rugby League World Cup. Thank you for your company here at the Sydney Football Stadium, and we look forward to more action in this 2017 Rugby League World Cup. But from Ryan Eckford here, it is a very good evening.